Aggie's just clearing some save files.
Gonna introduce the run. Right now we got the final run of the Saturday night portion with Aggie running Dust and Elysian Tail. Yes, I got that right. On the 80% warps. Good luck.
I'll let you know.
Our world
Yes.
has fallen to fade. Its great works long since complete.
Welcome to
Its storied civilizations
Dust and
long
Elysian Tail.
since
This is
fallen
the
to
80%
dust.
warps category.
The greatest
Originally, this
legends of
game
Elysium
was first released
long
on
since forgotten.
no,
What was once a land
in
of
2012
promise
on the Xbox
has
360.
fallen to the ravages
Later
of
ported to
war.
the PlayStation
And it was
4,
in this,
Switch,
our most
and PC,
desperate
which is
hour
what we're going to be playing
that
this game on
the
today.
greatest of Elysian Tales began.
This game was developed by
lone
a
warrior
single,
stood against an army,
person by the name of Game
slashing
Dodger
his way
over the
through
course of
all
6
who
years.
opposed him.
Quite,
The mob stood no chance.
quite solid
and
of a
the
game for
soldier
a passion
showed
project.
No mercy.
This cutscene here, there's
But
no
despite
real way of
his
skipping it.
victories,
We
his
have
skills,
a
his
save file that we use for
ruthlessness,
runs,
the valiant
but
soldier would
nothing we
perish
do
on
here
this day.
changes anything.
Not to the mob, but to a single child.
Can I see anything? I cannot.
All right, because the donation incentive got met, Aggie's going to be doing the first section blindfolded.
Cool. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. I have no idea which one started. No. That's better. I need to actually see this bit. Oh, yeah, cool. I didn't notice. I'm bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so what Aggie's doing there is rocket jumping. Basically just using the XYY combo. That gives you a bit of forwards momentum, and then as he pushes X and jump at the same time, at like a very specific time, it allows him to just boost a little bit more forward. And at the moment, that's the fastest thing he's got without getting like a dash or something.
I physically need headphones for this.
You need headphones, do you? Nay, do we have headphones for Aggie? I got earbuds.
Yeah, I do.
Welded.
So we're just getting some earbuds for Aggie.
Yeah, audio is kind of necessary for
We're taking away one of his senses. Can't take away two. Oh, it clicked out of the game. One sec, Aggie.
It clicked back in because it plugged in the head. Game.
Alright, so now Aggie just got the dash ability, and this allows him to do a new movement technique called ground dodge cancel. As he dashes every time, there's a white stamina bar that appears above him, and on the casual difficulty, that stamina bar doesn't deplete, so he can just keep mashing dash if he wanted to. But as he dashes, and if he cancels the animation of the dash with a crouch and X, it actually cancels the animation and he can keep dashing indefinitely.
Nobody said any
Headphones in you, Aggie? You good?
Yeah.
That sounds enough.
thing about monsters.
Hold here, Dust. You have.
So what I tried to do there was the Dust Storm cutscene skip.
Hold this.
If I
In that case,
picked out of the game on the same frame I pick up the Dust Storm ability, I'll be able to skip the
That
cutscene,
was,
as the
very pretty.
unskippable cutscene trigger happens exactly one frame after
well,
you pick up the ability.
Sorry.
Actually, the.
Why we can't pause the game to
oh, by
do
the
that
way,
is,
every time I use
for some
my power,
reason,
it'll use up a
you
bit
cannot
of energy.
actually pause the
You
game
can recharge
whatsoever
the meter with melee combo.
in the frames leading up to picking up the ability.
Yes, Dust. However,
All right.
If this is
Thanks.
Trust me, Aggie's making this look a lot easier than it actually is.
I don't remember exactly where to go. So, Charlie went somewhere right there. Just open for some direction as well. Ah. Yeah, I'm gonna get I need to peek because I have no idea where I am at this point.
We'll give him this peek, one peek. So he'll know where he is.
That one thing that I did entirely threw me off. Unfortunately. Because unfortunately, while doing this blindfolded, you lose 95% of any cues you use for doing this, and the amount of audio cues that there are nil to none, are very little. I have no idea where I am, unfortunately.
No one will think any less of you, Aggie, if you can't do this section.
Yeah.
Trust me. No one's gonna think it. Right, guys? Of course, exactly. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Give Aggie some love. Let's go. All good, man. You got this. You got this.
I have that.
As you can see, this game is very, very technical when it comes to movement. Very, very tiny things. It all kind of just chains together. Okay, so now, like the ground dodge cancel, this is aerial dodge cancel. So instead of using a crouch slash to cancel the dash animation in the air, he uses aerial dust storm. So he's going to be flying through these levels now.
Looks like.
We're going to see that later. Now this is Rising Dust Storm. The XXY combo gives us a little bit of height each time. So we're able to use that over and over and over again to skip a boss fight right there.
Yeah.
Now we're in the hub area of this game, known as Aurora Village. What we're here to do is to do a bit of shopping and leave. We're not going to be here much at all. This is the one of two only times we're going to be in this area. So we're going to sell all our food and all but one of these keys in order to buy iron teleport stones, which we'll need for the rest of the run in order to accomplish the main glitch. But there's other means we can accomplish it as well. And what we're about to do is a cutscene skip involving this lovely fellow called Fail. Nope. What happens is text overrides cutscenes for whatever reason. Really cool, I like it. Now we're introduced to the main glitch of the run, warping. You can effectively warp to almost any single room of the game. And you skip 99% of it by doing this. But the only reason we're here is for this one specific item at the top. The flesh sheath. What it does is increase our attack from from 4 all the way to 154. Which is a very, very big difference and is going to help us melt the next boss, which isn't for a little bit. I have not actually warped the pit before, whatsoever. Oh well. That's a new way to fail that. I'm actually screwing it up in the wrong. Okay. Oh well. That's and actually walk to the right place. To the left. There we go, let's go.
Yeah, let's go, chapter 2.
And so, unfortunately, we're not going to get the cutscene skip here. Normally, in order to get, normally would be right on the cusp of level 1. So killing that squirt before entering that cutscene means we'd level up right as we entered the room, and leveling up gives a pushback effect. So it would be back in the previous room, skipping the cutscene. Now we're in Serum Moon Cavern. We're going to skip 95% of this area, not seeing anyone because again skip directly. We're going to set up this thing called exit blocks. Very similar in nature to other warps, but once we warp to the area we want to, it will take on the cutscene, the values of the room we're in right now, which has some quite interesting properties. Wow. I can directly walk into this room right before the slide ability, which introduces us to that little gem, which is now the fastest form of movement we can possibly do, albeit very situational. And that happens by sliding on the same frame you slash off an edge. We're going to exit warp again, but this time we're going to walk directly to the boss of the area. This is Lady Tethys. She's not happy for some reason. Not sure why. But we're going to do some breakdancing and maybe that'll cheer her up. I don't know about you, but I think she really enjoyed that breakdancing session.
I think so as well.
So, really what happens is, because of a specific person named Gaius, he turns off the water, and now water is flowing back in this region. We're going for another cutscene skip. There we go. So, the way that worked is we came back into the screen just before we entered this one here. Since we're not in Mudpot, when the cutscene would trigger, the cutscene no longer exists.
A few donations.
Yep. Right.
We got 2 donations. First one is from Catlink, who gave $22. Says, "You're doing great, Aggie. Super proud of you. Less than 3." And another one from Jerry Mavrokefalos, who gave $1.80 and said, "Ooh."
Thanks everyone for the donations. They're really appreciated.
We love you too, Cat.
Yeah. And now all the dialogue of we went fast enough to save Goku's dad. Super fast, but still couldn't make it. We're going to be introduced to General Gaius for the first time. And by first time, it's really the second time, because we skipped the cutscene that would play at the end of Abydus Forest. So we're going to head to Sorrowing Meadows. What normally would happen in this area is you go to the middle talk to crazy old Cora, give us a fetch quest to get 4 items in mansions. Well, we're just going to skip part of that and go directly to the mansions. Oh, all but one. We have this ability called Iron Grip. Not sure why we have it, because we can pretty much fly anyway. Normally what would happen with these mansions is you'd enter through the front and this ghostly apparition of Cora's wife would show up and oh well, try again. And chase you through the mansion. That's better. So that's 2 of 4 of the mansions down. 2 more to go. Going to do now is a thing called jump warping. Sometimes, because when you load in from warping, you either load in the top, in the bottom half of, the bottom left hand or right hand side of the screen. If there is no screen transition in where you're warping, you will pretty much be falling in a void forever. So you basically jump and press jump and on the same frame, so we can load in the top left corner as opposed to the and not be falling in a void forever. I don't know about you. I don't like being in voids. It's scary. And 3 of 4. Now, on to the last mansion. This is the only mansion that requires a tiny bit of setup to be able to enter. Because there's 2 pillars right out front of the area, right up front of it. It's fine. And if you exit the mansion with those pillars in front of it, you stop flying. Of the 4 items Cora got us to best quest for. Best. Ideally you can skip this red barrier, but it's not very consistent and very much prone to RNG if you can get it. Now we're going back. We're going to the center of the area so we can fight the boss of it. Yeah, okay. General Kane.
Oh.
He seems like a grumpy boy too. I think we need to do a bit more breakdancing. So you'll notice that I'm pausing the game as he does these swings. If you pause the game and unload it, Dust is invulnerable until the next animation. Like it does. Removing a metric ton of RNG in this fight. That's not bad. There we go. So we changed the difficulty there specifically because on the casual difficulty, you cannot auto-assign your level ups. So we do it like this, so we can actually assign our level ups from that fight. Perfect. Now on to chapter 4. Say hello to Evernorn Mountain. Say hello to this area because you're not going to see much of it. Blackmore Mountains. And now we're right at the end of the area. Here you get a ton of dialogue about Dust's backstory, why he came to be the way he is. But we're going to skip all that as well. Hi guys. Hi guys. So we're going to go back to Aurora Village, purely so we can skip the cutscene, but also level up at the same time. So the first time you speak to an NPC, you'll get experience. The amount of experience we're going to get from Gihan will be enough to push us up to level 8, which is where we want to be. This, just in case. I won't go this far, so we have one last exit walk. This exit walk will take us right to the final phase of General Gaius. No muss, no fuss. Here we are. This fight is very, very RNG heavy. As you just noticed right at the start of the fight, Gaius just can parry you. The amount of times Gaius will parry is entirely RNG. But nice final boss music, huh? Okay. This music isn't actually the boss music whatsoever. It's the map music from the game. Because of all the warping shenanigans, the game gets confused and plays this music instead of the music that you're meant to play, or is meant to be played. Right. After this fight, there's going to be one more trick. There was a save we made in the map previously. We're going to use that so we can skip a crawl animation that happens after this fight. The crawl animation itself is very, very slow and takes about 30 seconds at least.
Fidget.
going to load this save file twice. First time gets dust off the ground, the second time loads in everything else. It's such a shame that Gaius doesn't even know our name either. And time.